Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Cogan, founder of Eliances.
Not only founder of Eliances, but I have the best job in the entire universe because I get to interview heroes. How fun and how incredible is that? And share the experience with you. Well, we just had Jerry Harrison, a rock and roll Hall of Fame Talking Heads guy. And now he's doing Red Crow crowdfunding, helping entrepreneurs. Later on in the show, we're going to have the Grammy-nominated band. If you don't know who it is, you're going to know. It's Damien Kulash with OK Go, who has the most incredible videos, and we'll be ending the show with the actor known for his role in Eddie and the Cruisers, Streets of Fire, Lincoln Lawyer, and so many more, Michael Pere. But let's go ahead and let's get started. You know, you sit up late at night and you see those incredible infomercials. Well, back in the 90s, you couldn't miss the one with the AB roller. I think everyone had one. In fact, Glue, our producer, has one at home. Our guest today is the inventor of the iconic ab roller. And wait to hear what he's doing later on. But he's has a home fitness device that sold millions of units across the world and was one of the most successful as seen on TV campaigns with sales exceeding 100 million worldwide. And with that today is Don Brown, who is with GameYourCore.com. And first, Don, let's get right into the ab roller because that's what a lot of people know about is how did you come up with this? Well, how did you invent the ab roller?
Hey, Dave, I really appreciate being on today. This is awesome. I've always loved sharing that story. But to make it pretty quick and simple, you know, I've been a fitness nut since I was 10 years old, started my first business 1986 and opened a health club. And it was there where I was basically training one of my clients, and she had a neck injury. And we couldn't get her to do crunches or sit-ups without having pain in her neck. So I was just thinking away, well, what can I do to help make this, support her head and neck without any pain? And I bent a paper clip at my desk, rocked it back and forth, said, oh, my God, this will work. Went to a local Home Depot, picked up a piece of pipe, bent it into a large version of that paper clip, little duct tape, and we had the first ab roller, and just about every person I showed it to wanted one. So that's how it all began. Pretty quick.
Don, I want to buy that paper clip from you. It's a good luck charm. I got to tell you, you manufacture, though, and you're a marketer of consumer and commercial exercise. I mean, you've developed, let's get this, more than 40 products, 10 patents over your career. I want to know, though, the secrets of how you come up with these and where do the ideas inspire from? And can this be taught to others, or is it intuitive?
Oh, definitely. A lot of people feel that they're not creative. And, that's just, they're lazy, in my opinion, because if you have problems and frustrations, right, all you have to do is ask the right questions. So in order to come up with good ideas, you got to pay attention, like I did. That woman had a pain in her neck. And instead of saying, well, too bad for her, you change the question to, how can I solve it? What can I do to make it better? And that's, pretty much what I do every day. I mean, I drive my wife crazy because, there's always a better way, or why do they do it this way? I mean, you think of all the greatest creations on the planet. One of my favorites is like Velcro. I mean, that, again, was an outdoorsman who had briars stuck to his wool pants, and he was smart enough to look under a magnifying glass and see these little hooks and loops, and that's why we have Velcro today. So it's all about, paying attention to what's going on around you, and instead of being upset and frustrated with the things not working properly, just ask the question, how can I come up with a better way? And your brain will go to work, and these ideas will pop in your head. Those are those aha moments that, everybody talks about. It just shows up. I didn't ask for that paper clip. I was just thinking about it and playing with the paper clip. The next thing I know, I had an ab roller. So that's how my life's been. It's just every day, constantly popping in my head. And then, of course, you have to learn to filter them out and focus on the ones that have the biggest upside. And that's what I still do today.
And you don't stop, Don. I mean, let's talk about GameYourCore.com and how it's going to revolutionize the next things that are going on.
Yeah, so for some reason, I think it's, again, your passion, right? My passion has always been fitness and mostly core training. After the ab roller was a huge hit, it was a few years later, well, a little more than that, but say 2004, 10 years later, I invented the ab coaster, which is pretty much in every health club across the country now. And that was, again, to solve a problem of pulling your knees up from the bottom. And then more recently, a really good friend of mine in the fitness business came up to me and said, Don, we have to do something about these boring plank exercises. It's one of the best exercises for strengthening your core is a plank. But it's so boring. You sit there and you just wait for time to go by. So we started this company. Well, GameYourCore.com will bring you there. And we launched this new product called the Stealth Core Trainer. And the concept was, how can we make the plank exercise fun? So basically, we gamified it. We used your smartphone, right, which everyone has. We took all the technology that's in that smartphone, the accelerometers and the mobile gaming, and we created a way for you to play games using your core muscles as a joystick. So you don't even realize you're doing this plank because you're so busy trying to play games and blow things up. Next thing you know, your core is on fire, and you've got an amazing core workout without being bored doing the typical plank.
Oh.
So it's the Stealth Core Trainer.
I cannot wait to try that. I love doing games, and if I could do games and get my mind off of actually doing the exercise while I'm getting exercise, huge, excellent combination. You're listening to Eliances Heroes along with, yes, Don Brown, GameYourCore.com. He's the one that created, invented the ab roller, and doing so much more. Go to where entrepreneurs align, be part of the community. Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. And thank you again to our producer, Lupidocs, LUPIDOCS.com, for all your editing needs. So let's talk more now. You also you also did a Kickstarter program too for GameYourCore.com. Is that correct?
That's right.
And how did that go?
It went fantastic. The whole concept of this turning a plank exercise into a fun, enjoyable workout, there was a lot of questions. Would people really enjoy it? Would people really want it? So we basically built a few prototypes, hand-built, machined, beautiful prototypes. We shot a short video that showed how much fun and engaging this product could be. And we said, you know what, let's launch it on Kickstarter, and let's see if people really want this thing. So we did it for validation, and we have almost 2,000 pre-orders. We were just about almost at the $400,000 mark in pre-orders. So it's done amazingly well. I think it was one of the top 10 fitness products ever on Kickstarter. So it's doing great. And now we've moved over to Indiegogo as our campaign ended, and we've just started production. So we're starting the tooling process so we can deliver on time.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, we actually are going to be having the Indiegogo founder on our show too. Now, you started at 10 years old, so we've got a little less than a minute left. I got to ask you, though, what about kids? The best advice you can give to children who seem to always have an incredible imagination to bring one of their ideas to life, like you've brought over 40 of your ideas to life?
Well, what excites me more than anything is this crowdfunding. Indiegogo, Kickstarter. It gives anyone the opportunity. And young kids, hey, start out with the lemonade stand, build your entrepreneurial, war chest, learn how to actually, create things, sell things, do work. I've always pushed that with every young kid that, you got to get out there and hustle and learn the basics that, as long as you deliver value to people, they're more than willing to pay you for that. And from there, it's just, there's so many ways now because of the internet. I mean, I wish I had the internet when I started. These young kids have access to so many step-by-step instructions. I teach, I have a little course as well where I teach people the basics, and, that's an area that we're going to be expanding on in the future as well. But to me, it's, crowdfunding is the best place where these kids can shoot little videos with their phone and say, hey, here's my great idea. There's another site out there called Quirky where you can just put your idea out on the market and people will give you feedback. But there's so many ways from the As Seen on TV people that you can take your idea and move forward.
Fantastic. Well, paperclip to ab roller. It could be done. Don, you've built one of the most successful As Seen on TV campaigns in history. You continue to innovate and are teaching others to be successful as inventors like you. That's a hero. GameYourCore.com. Don Brown, and this is David Cogan with Eliances. And again, thank you to our producer, Glue. loopydocs.com.